Hello, welcome to Rhino Roundtable. I'm your host, Mark London, and today I am joined by local videographer and photographer, Zebo G. How are you today?
Doing pretty good. I'm alive. Thank God.
Hey, ain't that it? It's a blessing.
Nah, for real. It is. It is.
And
it is.
That's the first one we're supposed to think about.
Exactly.
And most people don't even think about that. They get brush their teeth.
Yep, go straight to it.
Go straight to it.
Right.
Like they or it's planned or it's so hectic that they forget to think their kids or say bye to their kids or.
Yeah, nah, for real, for real. I'm good though. You good?
I'm good.
Good.
Hey, I'm glad that you feel blessed.
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel blessed
sure.
today.
I'm alive. I'm
Thank
good.
you.
Sure.
All right, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a full-time videographer for myself with my company, G7 Media.
Okay.
I'm a photographer as well. I DJ. I am one of 3 podcast hosts for the Last Minute Podcast. Entrepreneur, kind of got my hands in a little bit of everything around here. But if I had to just put one title, I'll say like just creative director. I like that name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I see that. And I see you can be a creative director. Like you got your hands in a little bit of everything. So by having your hands in, you're skilled in a different background. So as a director, you need to be able to step in to be able to direct or delegate to your people. So by you knowing a little bit of each, I feel like you can be a good mentor to the people that is
Oh yeah,
around
for
you.
sure, most definitely.
Okay. So how did you get into videography and content creation?
So my dad, he works for the central office at Cleveland County Schools, and he's been doing video pretty much kind of all his life. He used to work at ESPN in Charlotte. He used to run camera, et cetera, et cetera. So eventually he would invite me to come help him with shoots with the school system, et cetera, et cetera. And I would come help him. And I was around that time, this is maybe 2015 or so, I wanted to be a full-time photographer. That was kind of what I was set on. I wanted to do that. So I did a little bit of photography. It was cool, but it just wasn't it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
you say it wasn't it, or it wasn't paying the money? It's like
it wasn't it. Really, it wasn't it. It just wasn't. It wasn't where I knew my heart was.
Okay.
Yeah, I went in thinking I want to be, want to do this. But it was cool.
And you had to find a passion.
Yeah, it was
And you thought that was your passion.
Exactly, yes. Okay. So fast forward, I would help him with shoots, and I realized it was pretty fun, just as simple as help shoot running a camera for a spelling bee or help do a promo for lunch at a school or so. So 2016, I went to UNC Charlotte. Well, first I went to Cleveland Community College, got my AA, then I went to UNC Charlotte, and I got my BA in communications. Okay. So my minor was also film studies, so I entered into the film program there, and man, I loved it. I just had a lot more joy doing video with my dad than I did just photography. So going into that, man, it was a wrap from there.
So I got a question.
Yes.
You touched bases about your dad. In our community, in the urban community, there's not a lot of dads. There's a lot of people who mentor. I mentor people, and I have a mentor program, but a lot of kids don't have that.
Right.
So I didn't have a father. Right. So sometimes I'm lucky to be where I am today. Seriously. Yeah. But touching back base to your father, on your father aspect, if you didn't go to that job with your dad, or your dad didn't show you his occupation, do you feel like you would still be in this career field?
I would say later on in life, I think I would have, but not this soon. He definitely made me feel confident and know that it can be done, especially as a black man. Like it can be done. You can be in this field. You can do the work. Right. And just growing up watching him, man, he was always just a go-getter. If you think you can do it, you can do it times 10. Right. So I would say
great motivation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. So I would say later on in life, I think I would have touched the waters and end up where I am now. But like right now in this period of life, without him, I don't think I would. I think I would just be, and nothing wrong with it. But I think I would be working like a regular job, still trying to figure things out, doing this on the side, not really, fully dived into it. So I definitely got to give props to him. He has shown me a lot. Like without him, like I don't know where I would be for real.
Right.
Yeah.
You might be lost.
Yeah, for real. So huge inspiration to me, most definitely.
Hey, shout out, Pops. Homage to you.
Yes, facts.
All right. Before a shoot, do you get prep planning or do you come with everything on the location and start from there?
It depends what we're shooting. If it's a music video, I try to at least have what my friend Martina would call it the skeleton. And that's just kind of, we have just a really rough draft of what we're going to do. I know we're going to shoot here. I know we're going to do this. I don't know the details. Yeah. But I try to at least always have a skeleton so I'm not just going in doing it off the top.
A simple mock-up.
I'm just go ahead.
Your shot list, like your rundown, do you write down location? Do you write down the time frame? Like, give us a little gist of how your rundown goes or your skeleton goes.
So, let's say someone inquires about a music video, right?
Okay.
I'm going to, first of all, ask, what's your vision? Just off the rip, what do you see this going? How do you see this going? They'll tell me X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. Then I'll tell them, okay, this is what I see.
Okay.
X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. So I try to, having the artist's input is very important because this isn't just my creation. It's our creation now.
Right.
So I go ahead and try to, okay, let's say you want to shoot on a playground. Okay, cool. I'm like, okay, well, let's see what playground first of all.
Okay.
Okay, there's slide over there, there's swings over there, there's XYZ over there. So we need to get a shot by the swing. I want to get you rapping on the swing, swinging on the swing set. Then on the slide, I want to get you starting at the top and then eventually come down. So I try to go ahead and vision it, and that's kind of my skeleton. Like, okay, cool. So then whenever I go onto the set, okay, I know I want to get a swing shot. Okay. So let's see, I don't know what type, I don't know if I want to put on a tripod, stabilizer, freehanded, I don't know. Okay. But I know I do want to get it on the swing set.
Okay.
So that's kind of how
you don't even plan your shots. You let the shots come to you.
It just depends. Like for music videos, yes, but let's say we're doing a coffee commercial or something. Okay. That is more kind of, not saying music videos aren't professional, but this is more like a corporate type level.
It's more free and creative.
Yeah, and it's representing.
And the commercial is more of a structure. It has something that people are looking for, and that's what I need to go with.
Yeah, I'm persuading you to come to this coffee restaurant, and it's up to me to persuade you.
Right.
So for example like that, okay, I know I want to get somebody walking in, I know I want to get them ordering something, I want to get the shot to the menu, I want to get a good old zoom shot of you making the coffee, I want to get a slow motion, make sure we shoot at 120 FPS of you pouring the coffee beans in. I know I want.
Pause. I'm sorry to cut you off.
You good.
But you said 120 SPS. For people who don't know, could you explain that for them?
So that's basically the frame rate. Well, yeah, that's basically the frame, and that's how you're just going to get your extra slow motion. Like you can shoot 24, you can shoot 60, you can shoot 120.
Right.
Luckily with the camera I have, you can shoot 120, and that's just like your extra slow motion. Yeah. It just looks so good.
Yeah,
it just looks really good.
That's one of your go-to.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah. 100%.
Little tip, you guys. He gave y'all one of his tips that he used.
Yeah. 120. But to conclude, it just depends what it is. But if it's more so like music side, I kind of I don't want to say just like free-handed, but I try to get my skeleton, and then if it's something more of on a corporate level, I like to have a legit idea. I want this to go how this, especially if there's other bodies involved. I want you to do this, I want you to do this. I just try to move very organized. I don't like messy work. I don't like we don't know what we're doing.
Right.
That's one of my biggest irks. It's just
when you mentioning that, so how often do you get that?
I would get it now. I would get it here and there. I used to get it where I pull up to a shoot. They don't know what we doing. They don't know what we doing. You haven't even talked to your homeboys, let them know what we doing. I don't even know what we doing. So we're just a bunch of bodies here.
And miscommunication.
Yeah, it's miscommunication. And now we just wasting time. Now I got to think of something on the spot. And it might not even be what I vision or what I really know what I can do.
Right.
So then it's just like.
So it's sort of like your work is getting diminished or getting looked down upon.
Yes.
Because the other people are not prepped.
Correct.
But you're prepped and you can do great work.
Yeah.
But the fact that there was lack of communication,
yes.
There was lack of work put in, there was lack of effort from other people and other parties, and the whole situation, it made you look terrible.
Yes. So then, when I'm releasing it, I'm not proud of it. I don't feel like sharing it to everybody. I don't. It's just like, it's straight. I just know this could have been a lot better if we would have simply took it serious, you would have did your part as an artist and get prepared. You know, and maybe I should have communicated that to you.
Right.
But I just like being organized. At the end of the day,
But do you feel like everybody know what organization is?
No, they don't. Everybody has different definitions of organization. Mine is just, we can make this very easy. Just like how we're doing this right now.
Okay.
You know, I knew where to be. I got told to get right here. Put my mic in. Everybody knew their part. Easy. Now, it would have been different if I would have came in here, you know, where's person A, where's person B? You don't even know the script. The cameraman, you know, it's just like, come on, we need to
do better.
Yeah, we can. Did y'all not have a conversation before this? You know what I'm saying? Just like, this can be very
Business could be
simple.
way better.
Yeah, this could be very
And you
easy.
could be better.
Yes, 100%. So everybody just needs to be better. Everybody just needs to take things serious. You don't know where this can go. You don't know what this can do for you.
Right.
You know, so take it serious.
Yes.
Just don't.
Everything in life, take it serious. Do your due diligence.
Yes, you don't know who's watching. That's a number one thing. You don't know who's watching.
And you don't know who is who.
You don't know who is who.
Because the next person that's in your class could be the next Netflix or could be your next boss.
It could.
Like, I've seen it happen.
It could. Oh, I've seen it happen too.
So.
And I always take people serious too. You don't know what they're capable of. Never underestimate anybody. I don't learn that the hard way. Never underestimate anybody.
Was it a hard lesson or a soft lesson?
In the middle.
In the middle. You was like,
it was a life lesson.
It was a life lesson. You had some guidance before.
Yeah.
So you like, I've seen this, I've been mentored, but like, I shouldn't let that go down.
Right, yeah. It's
okay.
like, this could have been different if I would have just took what you were saying serious.
Right.
But
so when you talk about serious, you have something going on. You mentioned it earlier. So something serious is about your podcast. So you're featured on a podcast. It's called the Last Minute Podcast.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
So it's me and two of my greatest friends, Martina and Tanner. And it's a music-based podcast. Release episodes every week, every Monday at 8 o'clock. And
Pacific or Central Time?
Central.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 o'clock Central Time. And what we cover is just what's going on in hip-hop news. If there's new albums, we talk about the new albums. If there's some wild things going on, we talk about that. Then we get a main topic within the rap industry, and we cover that. Usually episodes about 50 minutes to an hour, and we've been doing it for about a year and a half, maybe. And we do live streams whenever our album's coming out, like at midnight. You know, we'll do a live stream on YouTube. People tune in. We'll listen to the album all together. It's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun. It started with, we would just have these conversations, what we talk about on the podcast, but I'm like, why don't we put this on camera? You know what I'm saying? We're having these in-depth conversations I think would be good content.
Right.
So let's put it on YouTube. Let's put it on Apple. Let's put it on Spotify. So, yeah, Last Minute Podcast, it's going good. It's going great.
Do you feature artists or bands?
Yeah, we feature artists. We'll do artist interviews, or we'll just have a guest just come on, just hop on with us and be a guest of what we're talking about. And yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
It's fun.
So when you see the yellow Z around town, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel great, just because this is something I've been really pushing since 2015. So my whole thing, what I kind of call, basically, Zebo is my brand. And how we got the name was me and a couple friends would go skate at the actual gazebo in Kings Mountain. And the cops...
It's a deeper meaning.
Yeah, so the cops stopped us one time because we're not supposed to be skating there. You know, put us to the side, yada, yada. And on his walkie-talkie, he was like, those gazebo boys are skating again. And around that time, I was trying to find a name, a household name that I could use. So I was like, gazebo boys. I was like, I kind of like that. I was like, okay, gazebo. Just simply drop the G-N-A. Zebo. I was like, that's a cool name. I can rock with it. So ever since then, that's been the name.
Police interaction.
Yes.
Made you think about.
Yes.
You know, with what's going on with today in society.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like full circle.
It is full circle. It is full circle.
Am I gonna get messed up? What's going to happen to me? And you took it as a positive look and created something positive out of it.
Yes,
I like that.
If that cop didn't stop us, you know, I don't know. I still don't know what the name would be. You know, so Shout out to the cop. But anyway, whenever I do see the so I made Zebo's yellow. Where's my phone? So this is the Zebo logo.
Okay.
This is the Zebo sticker. This the yes. This the logo.
Okay.
Shout out Johnny Singles. That's my designer, and I give everyone stickers. If I have some, I'll give you some. But I got some in the car. But anyway, I give everybody stickers. I just want you to slap it. I call it. It's basically legal graffiti.
Right.
And easy way to promote, easy way to get your name and logo just in people's face. And I'll see it at gas stations, coffee shops, restaurants, parking lots. You know, the line goes long. So whenever I do see it, it's a great feeling. It's just like, that's the baby.
Right.
You know?
This is something I created.
Yeah, this the baby.
And some people don't even know it.
Yeah.
And they probably seen it.
Yes. Like it's the baby. I take the stickers very serious. Like order thousands stickers.
Yeah.
You know, and just
free promotion.
Yeah.
And it's word of mouth.
Yes. The best way to spread information. Yes.
And like you said, to spread information
yes.
is word of mouth. But before television, before we had phones, how was people getting information? That's
exactly.
what people fail to realize.
Oh yeah, exactly. I think about that a lot. Like if we just didn't have phones or if we didn't have internet, what would this society be? I think about that a lot.
It was a great society, but then a lot of knowledge wasn't spread. So
yes.
it wasn't an even playing field. So in that aspect, I might be a little bit older than you. So, but on that aspect, I'm in the middle of internet and non-internet. So like I can step away from my phone, but then sometimes I get caught up in the rat race of staying on it, and I lose a whole hour or 2 hours catching up on ESPN before I can have small chat with another entrepreneur or somebody that's in our field. So I do understand what you're saying.
100%.
All right, what advice would you give to someone who's getting started as a videographer?
Good question. Believe in your product. Believe in your product. First of all, believe in yourself. Like you can.
That's deep.
Yeah, you gotta believe in yourself. You know, we can go as deep as you want. You gotta love yourself. You gotta believe in yourself.
So confidence, or are you saying, as in loving yourself as in a personal being?
Yes, 100%. You gotta love yourself first of all. If you don't love yourself, and
love your skin, love you.
Yes, 100%. And you don't want to live this life where you're seeking validation from others to make you feel good about yourself.
Okay.
You know, you can tell me a bunch of negative things right now. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
But that's your opinion. That's
your opinion. Exactly. So you really gotta love yourself and believe in yourself. First of all, that's the first step.
Yes, sir.
And two, you gotta believe in your product. You can sell whatever you want. I feel like in this life, you can sell a pen. You can sell it. I can sell a pen to you right now, just based off what I say and how I say it.
Right.
And you know, just advice to become a videographer. Really, you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta and take it serious. You need to get a good camera, get a good lens.
So
and it's not always about equipment either, but you need to invest in yourself.
So invest time, invest money, invest your livelihood.
Yes, and you gotta move with a lot of confidence. You need to move like you are the best cameraman out here. Like you can't touch me. And ever since I figured that you gotta move with a lot of confidence, you can just see the difference on how people talk to you, treat you. People love a person with confidence. And I try to move that way as much as possible. I know what I'm capable of, and what I display to myself is what you're gonna see. If I display like I have a lot of confidence, I know I'm that guy, I'm happy, et cetera, you're gonna look at me different than if I always have my head down.
Right.
You know, I'm alright, I can be a lot better.
Why is he always prideful?
Exactly.
Why is he always happy?
Yes.
I want some of that happiness.
That can intimidate people.
Yes, it can.
That can intimidate people. But you just gotta invest in yourself, love yourself, believe in yourself, invest in yourself, and move with confidence. Just move with confidence. Those late nights editing, you gotta do it. Those shoots that
mention it again. Most people don't realize this is after the shoot, correct?
Yes, this is after the shoot. There's so many nights. Like right now, I'm tired technically because I slept I stayed up last night because I had to edit a video. And we're talking 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Then I knew I had to be here at 11:30 a.m., you know, and that's just part of it. You got to put in those extra hours.
So sometimes you do 10 to 12, 16-hour days.
I can, yeah. Like, man, what day was it? It was one day last week, man. I had like 5 shoots in a day. And then I came home. Now I could either chill or I can get to work. I chill for a little bit. Okay, let's get to work. We got 5 shoots we got to work on.
Right.
You know, so you got to put in that work. You got to be willing to put in that work, and you got to be able to make sacrifices for your business and for yourself. It's not easy. It's going to take time. There's a lot of yeses. There's going to be a lot of no's.
Yes.
But it depends on how you take that.
Right.
You can form that no into a yes for your own self. You can form that I don't know, I'll let you know into a lesson.
Right.
There's just a lot of ways you can do it. But at the end of the day,
I was going to ask you about that. So, do you believe in no? So, yes and no's, but there's such thing as a yes man. I feel like people that just agree with you just to be around or just to get something out of a situation. But then you have people that says no's. But you mentioned as a business owner, most people don't know if you're a videographer, you can be a business. But you was talking about being a business owner. So as a business owner and having employees, can you talk about a little bit of the difference, the mindsets?
So I feel like as a business owner, you gotta also think like an employee. You know, yes, you are the owner, yes, you're the big man, et cetera, but you gotta remember you was an employee before. You gotta remember that. So let's just say you're a manager at a restaurant. There's a lunch rush. Why are you in your office sending emails and not out in the field? You know, you need to be out in the field. You need to be working. I just feel like nobody is above anyone. The only thing you're above is either currency or status. You're not above me. I'm not above you.
Say that one more time. I think the people missed it.
Oh, yeah,
I think the people missed it.
Yeah, you know, the only difference between me and you is status and currency. That's the only difference. Either I have more money than you, either you have more money than me. Either I'm more popping than you, either you more popping than me. Besides that, what's the difference?
We're both human.
We're both human. We're both out here trying to get it. We're both in the same area. We're both in the same room right now. You know?
Right.
So as a boss, you gotta think like an employee. You was a student before.
Right.
You know, you should still be a student to the game.
Right.
You know, that's a whole different conversation. But just because you a boss, I mean, congratulations, that's good, that's cool.
Right.
You make the decisions, but you should still be in the field. You know, if I own a restaurant, I don't want to work. I don't want to just be in my office.
Right.
Let's go. What needs to get done? Do we need to fill up the oil and vinegar? Do we need to fill up the lettuce? What's up? So, to conclude, you know, move as a business owner, but you're an employee too. You're an employee too.
Thank you for joining us on Ronald's Roundtable, and I'm your host, Mark London, and this is Zebo G.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you next time. All right? We out of here.